Greg, I am drooling over that view from that pool by San Diego Pools.
Awesome.
Now here's the thing, I'm also drooling over folks who are smart enough to go solar, and I've even had a conversation with a friend of mine about, they're talking about canceling cable to be able to pay their utility bill.
That's
and I said,
crazy.
Right, I said, why don't you talk to Milholland Solar and Electric? I know there's tons of questions right now, but Brian, thanks for coming in by the way.
Thank you.
Can answer those questions for you at Milholland.
Absolutely, and break down the changes in the rate structure that are happening right now, and they're just going to continue to get worse.
Yeah, so I received my home electric bill. I have solar, but my bill has been increasing, and the breakdown that's on the bills today are a 3-structure breakdown. It used to be 4. So after 456 kilowatt hours of usage, you're paying 40 cents per kilowatt in electricity. So the average home would probably go through those first 450 kilowatt hours in about 10 days. So the final 2/3 of the month, you're paying 40 cents per kilowatt now.
And the power company has like a 5-year plan to continue to escalate those prices, right?
Yes, this is just the first rate structure that's been approved by the Utilities Commission. Another rate structure change will be coming out in March, so bills will go up again in March.
That's so much fun.
And it's going to happen over 5 years. Yeah.
Well, luckily I have solar in my home, but at work, at my offices, there's no solar there. And each month we're having record high bills from the power company. I mean, each one exceeds the last. I mean, it's unbelievable. So, I mean, now's the time to really look into solar.
Well, and it matters who's installing it, right?
Oh, absolutely. So, Brian, let's talk about what to look for in a solar company, how to evaluate the quotes, and make an informed decision when you do go solar.
Well, when a homeowner wants to go solar, there's a lot of things to consider. First off is the amount of roof space that's available, the amount of offset of their electric bill that they need to do. With these new rate structure changes, we try to offset 100% of their electric bill because now Tier 1 rates are going up. So you want to make sure that you're not locked into some Tier 1 rates that are going to be 22 or 25 cents per kilowatt over the long term, and you still see your bills increasing. So we try to get their bills down to zero. So looking at the history of their electric bill is very important.
Strategic, right?
Absolutely. Also, are they planning on increasing their electric usage? Do they have young kids in the home? Do they want an electric car? So that's just the bill portion of it. Then we look at the home itself. We climb on the roof. We look at the roof space available. We look at the condition of the roof to see if if the roof needs some work before we install solar, which can be incorporated into the cost of solar, and the federal tax credit can be taken on that work. We also look at the electrical system. Is it going to be capable to handle the electrical needs with solar installed? Also, if the people are looking at an electric vehicle, they're going to need a charger. So is that electrical service going to be enough to handle that?
So, in other words, here's the thing. You don't have to be the expert as the homeowner.
Right.
Let the experts like Milholland Solar and Electric be the ones to ask the right questions.
And I mean, you have to have the foresight too to help a homeowner, because they don't think about that they're going to use more energy when
Right.
they're getting it for free pretty much. So you have to size the system properly.
Absolutely.
What other things what tips can you give viewers on just how to evaluate a bill and know if they're getting a good installation and quality equipment and all those things?
Right, so when you look at a proposal, the homeowner should first of all know who is going to be installing the system, not just who's selling them a system, but who's going to be installing the system. Is it a local company so that if you need help, they're going to be able to come out and service that equipment for you? Also, you want to know what is the equipment. Specifically, the equipment should be named as to the size and the brand and the manufacturer of the equipment. That manufacturer going to be in business for 25 years for the length of the warranty of that equipment? That's very important. Also, the cost per kilowatt, that should be easily determined in the quote. You divide the cost of the system by the kilowatt size of the system, and you can determine what the cost is so that you can compare apples to apples with the quotes.
This is great information.
And to get a quote, they just simply give you a call, look online, approvedhomepros.com. It's a very simple way to do it.
It is very simple. We send consultants out to the home to help evaluate and determine what the needs are for every individual.
All right, we have a fan question, Brian, that you're gonna answer here. About 5 years ago, we were told that we don't have enough space on our roof for solar to make sense. Has tech changed enough that we should revisit the idea of solar?
So there's a couple parts to that question. First of all, what portion of the roof are they looking at? Was only the south-facing roof evaluated? We look at the entire roof. We can put panels on every surface of the roof. We can reverse tilt panels on north-facing roofs to maximize the amount of the roof space. And then panel efficiency can be a factor into the size of the roof. When We use 21% efficient panels, which are the best in the business, so that you maximize the kilowatts that you're getting per square foot out of those roofs.
All right, Brian Milholland from Milholland Solar and Electric, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Sure thing, Greg.
As we said before, it matters who you go with, so give them a call. And you can also find them at approvedhomepros.com, 855-840-APRO. Now let's go to Jordan. She's with Home Turf and how you can make your brown yard green.